Hi, friends. I wanted to try live streaming, and I know it's a bad day because it's Easter Sunday, and it's not a time where there will be a lot of people, but that's why I wanted to try it today. But I'm looking at myself going, I should have combed my hair. It's windy outside. I came in from outside. Anyway, happy Easter. And I really don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if they're actually like if I should have scheduled it or anything, but I didn't want to try and schedule it and then not be able to live stream. My internet is pretty slow. If you read my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, I share the woes of being in a small town in a remote area. It's hard to have good internet. And so I watch other people's live stream and they have difficulty with their internet and they're in big cities. So I never knew if I would be able to live stream. So it may just be me talking to the camera by myself with nobody watching and nobody getting on because it is a holiday. But that's kind of why I am doing it today when I wanted to see if I could actually get it to live stream. So I'm hoping I should have contacted my kids and told them to get online to see how my internet will work with people writing in and typing and then seeing if I can see what they type. So I'm hoping that I may be doing it wrong. I don't know if I have to do something different to have people write comments or not. So kind of different for me. And like I said, it could just be me talking to myself 20 minutes waiting for somebody to come on. So maybe I'll try it again at some other point and schedule it and see if it works. But so I'm just going to talk a little bit while I'm making the live video so that I can see if it uploads and if everybody can see it and how that works. So it's new to me, but I wanted to try it because I feel like there's a lot of people who want to ask me questions or want to talk to me, but you have to either write me through my blog. So I have a blog email. So you used to be able to write me on YouTube and write direct comments, and they used to moderate those and then I could write you back, but that has gone away. And so I had to give them an email where people could contact me. So I set up an email called thesecretisgratitude blog at gmail.com so that people could write me and ask their questions that they, hey, busy Lizzie, happy Easter to you. You may be the only person on here watching this. I've never done it before, and I was hoping that I could get somebody on here to see if it would work and it would record and everything. So happy Easter back at you. So it is, I am seeing a message, so I'm glad it's kind of working. So I'll just kind of keep talking and then see how it works and if it records. But anyway, so I made a video. Thank you for saying that. Oh, and Elaine, thank you for saying that. Okay, it's working. I'm so excited it's working. I know, like I said, it's a bad day at the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to do it and set it up and suggest that people watch if I couldn't do it. So now I know that I can on my internet do live streaming. So this is good. So thank you for jumping in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll try and reply. So just to let everybody know, because I have a unique blog where I have family stuff that goes on and I have dehydrating and I have a lot of health things. Being a nurse and a massage therapist, I have a lot of things that I've learned about health that I put on there. And then having this weird parasite that I have, I get a lot of people following me for that just because I've been diagnosed and a lot of people are trying to find out what they have. So I have a large variety of followers. And then I have my kids' videos, ones that they do in activities that kids will follow. And then there's a musical theater component. So I have a lot of different followers that, so it's kind of a unique channel. It's not just about one thing, or it's not just about my family or my life, because I have so many things on there. I was kind of worried to go live because I have had a couple of weird I say a couple of weird, but there's some people who have contacted me that are kind of not people that I want to know a lot about me. They're just kind of a little unique. So I have hesitated to put live because I was afraid of what comments they might type or what they might say that might be uh, or their comments that may come through that might be offensive and not pertain to something on the channel, just weird things. But so that's why I've kind of hesitated to put myself out there on this format, because I'm not sure what people will write, because I have so many different viewers. I watch these channels sometimes when I'm working in the house, and I'll just kind of listen to them more than watch them. So there's one I really like, Curiosity Inc., I think is it's called, is Alex and his family. If you haven't watched his channel, he cleaned out a hoarder house. Now, and I mentioned this one specifically because I see things floating in the house and he's had some coughing and stuff. And so I know that sometimes similar situations with the parasite that I have can be hoarders. If they've done studies on the cat lady syndrome, and they have found chemical changes in their brain. So I've been watching his video, and he does one thing. He sells antiques, he finds antiques and he sells them, and that's one thing. So a lot of his viewers are just interested in the antiques that he's selling and the things that he's doing. And so he has that type of viewer just watches it for that. And there's another one who just cleans out storage units that I kind of listen to, and if they sound really excited about something, I'll look at the screen. But the most part, I'm just working on some project that I'm doing and just want something to keep my mind occupied and busy. So with the way that my channel is and all the weird things that I have on my channel, I kind of hesitate to, I didn't know if this method would work. And I still don't know if it'll work, because I have so many different people that watch the channel for different reasons. So I just kind of wanted to maybe start putting out a couple of live events so that people could ask questions and I could answer their questions. Or if they write a question in the comments for the next time I do a live event, then I can answer some questions that they may have about any of the things on my channel. So because I have had different unique experiences. So it makes it, I can answer questions that way a little bit easier than having them write on my blog email. And I don't check my blog email regularly as often as I should. And so sometimes it'll be a week or two before I reply to people that write on my blog email. So, and then on my my blog, specifically, The Secret is Gratitude, I am using Blogger currently, and sometimes it's really hard for them to get messages through. They can't see that their messages come because that has to be moderated and then goes out. And so sometimes when people write me comments on there, and I don't even know if they receive my response, because I haven't had people reply to the responses. So I'll reply to their question, and other people might reply to it, but I've never had somebody actually reply. So I don't even know on Blogger if they are getting my reply. So I wanted to kind of try this so that I can just answer the questions and it's easier for me to explain it verbally than it is to type it out. It's kind of hard sometimes to get the point across when you're typing something out. So it makes it a little hard. So nothing specific today that I wanted to share, just because I wanted to just try it and see how it works for anybody that jumps on. And I'm so grateful that Busy Lizzie and Elaine, I'm going to say your last name wrong, sorry, replied so that I could see that it's actually working live. So I just wanted to give it a few more minutes and see if anybody else jumped on, if anybody has any questions, and then it says, I don't know, because I've done this before, it says it will record it and then people can watch it later. But I just wanted maybe, and if they reply, I don't, on the video, I'm not even sure about that, because I've never done it before, if they can make comments and then I can, well, okay, so I said it all right, Elaine, thank you. So maybe you two know if I write, if I make this video and then I let them upload it. Do you know if people can make comments on it and ask questions for the next time I do a video? If you know about that, because I'm new to the live streaming watching videos. That the two that I mentioned are the only two that I've actually watched live, and so I don't know if they can write comments after I finish the video or if they just have to write them before. But if they can go to any of my latest videos and write their question, then if they can't on this one, then maybe they can go and write questions on my latest video, and then I can just reply. If they want it to be a live answer, they can just put, would you answer this on your next live video, so that I can know, and then I can schedule out the video on a day when if you want to share if days or nights are better, that would be great too, or afternoons or timing. I know everybody's at different time zones, but I always wonder if nighttime is better because people are at work during the day. But like I said, I'm just doing this so that I could try it, and it seems to be working. So I'm kind of happy about that. Yay. And I hope everybody's having a happy Easter. Okay. Busy Lizzie says they should be able to reply to the reply. So I hope that's possible. So if you just on this video, if you watch it later, just write first off your preference. If I do another live event, if it evenings is better, weekends is better, what works best for you, and then I'll just take a consensus and try the next video, scheduling it out. And I will schedule it out later so that people can know when it's going to be. Like I said, I kind of slid this in under the under the radar, just wanting to try it and make sure it worked before I scheduled an event, because I thought it would be horrifying if I scheduled an event and then I couldn't make it work because of my internet being so slow. But this seems to be working pretty good. Okay, Busy Lizzie says she's going to respond to replay and see if she can make it work. So that'd be awesome. So thank you, Busy Lizzie. So I will always remember you, my first 2 people on my live. So thank you. Anyway, I know what else to say. I kind of explained it. So if you do want to contact me privately, you can go to thesecretisgratitude at Gmail, thesecretisgratitudeblog@gmail.com and write me a question. But I'm hoping to get more of an answer this way, so I don't have to take the time to type it out. It takes me about an hour every day to reply to comments on my blog, comments on my YouTube channel. And I didn't even realize how many YouTube videos I do have, because I started so long ago. My first video was a long time ago, and then I didn't upload forever because I could only do a minute or 2 videos and it would take all day. In fact, the latest video I uploaded, the one about making a blown glass thing, it took all day. Literally, it took hours and hours and hours and hours to upload because of where I live. So it is easier for me if I can do it this way. It will be so much easier for me to respond to people than it is for me actually typing it out. And I know I don't have a lot of viewers, and in a way that's been kind of good, because it takes a long time to reply to each person. And I can't imagine these people who have 1 million subscribers, how they could reply to anybody's comments. I don't like sharing what state I'm in, but I'm in the West. So just because I've had a couple of stalker situations. So I'm just going to protect my family and say I'm in the West. I live in a drier state in the West. So it's not so much the state I live in as the area I live in. I'm in a very remote area. And so the internet is kind of slow in my area, and it's just how it is. So that's part of my problem. So sometimes when I go visit my family, I have kids all over. None of my kids live near me. And so when I go visit them, I will take a bunch of videos to their houses and then upload everything. Oh, okay. So Busy Lizzie's asking, she asked what state I was in. You can see, and she's saying she's from Long Island. So I have a daughter that's serving as a missionary in New Jersey, and she's loving it. She's loving it. And I went to New York last year, and I wanted to post more about it, but I still have all the videos from that, and I still haven't posted about it because I've had so many other things going on. So I really do want to post about it because I went to my first Broadway show and I loved it. We actually went to 4 Broadway shows while we were in New York and loved it. And I do have a lot of family on the East Coast, and I used to live on the East Coast near Boston. So I really love New England. So hate hated New England from here. So anyway, I can't even remember what I was talking about. This is a problem with my mind. I get going on something and then I forget to go back to what I was talking about. But I'm glad that this is working. I know people don't want to watch a boring video, so I am probably going to just cut it off here, but I'm so grateful to Busy and Elaine for sharing and letting me know that it actually works. I was kind of hoping this is how it would go so that I could make sure it worked, and then I could schedule out an event, and then people could send me their questions and then I could answer them live. And then if anybody, pops in and shares some more, I can answer it. I did have somebody offer to help me with several things about the on my parasite videos. I'm doing a web page, and I did about half of it, and then I stopped because I got a little bit overwhelmed with the negativity about focusing on it all the time. But I'm ready to get back into that and get it finished. I feel like it's going to be a benefit to all the people who are searching online, and to find one place to find all of that information. And I think it's going to be really helpful for that. And then they can send their doctors to it if they can try and get diagnosed, or take the worms in and they can't get it diagnosed. They can do that on that page, because I kind of want to separate the two. Really did want this to be about gratitude, because I feel like giving gratitude is really how what we can focus on in life, and we receive more when we're grateful. So that's why I wanted to kind of separate the page from the parasites, and maybe I could just post everything about the parasites on the webpage and make this not as much about that. So still working on that and want to take care of that and get moving on that. So if anybody has any questions about anything that is on my channel, if they can just let me know in the comments here, and then I'll schedule out a live event and answer some questions on that, about that. So anyway, I don't know, is there anything else you two want to know about before I sign off? I have not tried anything in the last week or two new with the parasites, but I want to order some other stuff that I've been researching, and it seems like it might work pretty well. So I'm going to be doing that in the next week or two. And maybe I can get to some of those New York videos and DC. We went to New York and DC, and we really had fun. And I've wanted to post about them for a while, but with everything going on, I haven't. Anyway, thank you, Busy and Elaine, for jumping on, and hopefully I can schedule the next one out and find out when is best for people, and it can be a positive thing. So thank you so much, Elaine. Appreciate that. And yeah, so next time maybe I'll have a few more people on and it won't be a holiday. You too, both of you, have a good day as well, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.